Meatballs are one of those things we keep on hand in our fridge just about every week. And either turkey like we're going to do today or beef are great options for this. Making gluten-free meatballs is really simple, and it just comes down to the starch that you're going to use to help hold in the liquids. And in this case, we're going to use oats. And I found that the Trader Joe's oats work really well for us. They're relatively inexpensive. A little more difficult here in Canada. We cross the border to get them, but there's lots of options out there. Just make sure you're buying gluten-free oats. We're going to use eggs as well to help with moisture. This is definitely more important if you're going to do beef meatballs than turkey, and some onion as well. And so we're going to get started by prepping all of our ingredients. To keep the cooking time down, I like to grind up my oats a little bit. I'm going to use a food processor, and since we're going to use this, we can spare ourselves the effort of chopping up our onions, and we can toss them in there as well. This is about 1 medium onion and about a ½ cup of oats. I usually use about a ¼ cup per pound, and we're doing 2 pounds of turkey. So you're not looking to turn this into a paste, but just until the oats get broken down and the onions are in even sized chunks. Next, we're going to mix everything up in our bowl, and to season this, you can either use a combination of salt and pepper, or in this case, I like to use something like a Montreal steak spice. It's got a few things added in addition to salt and pepper, although you can flavor these with just about anything. We've done things like cilantro and ginger and garlic and used it in a Thai dish. You can do a more Italian style with some fennel and garlic in it. So lots and lots of options. So to our turkey, oats, and onions, we'll add our seasoning. And 2 whole eggs. Next, you'll mix thoroughly and we'll portion it out. Portioning your meatballs and keeping the size consistent is made a lot easier if you're using a ball scoop like this. This is a 1-inch scoop, and we're going to place them on a parchment-lined baking sheet. So using a 1-inch scoop, I usually get about 5 meatballs across and about 30 to 35 meatballs on the tray. Alright, so now that we've got all our meatballs portioned, we're going to put them in the oven at about 350 degrees if you're using convection, or 375 degrees if you're not. If you're not using convection, you might want to rotate your pans halfway through cooking. Cooking time is going to be around 25 minutes, or until these are nice and golden brown. Because they're all consistent in shape and fairly small, they're going to cook rather quickly. Alright, so here we go. These are what they look like after about 25 minutes at 350 in a convection oven. And we're just going to let these cool a little bit, and then we're going to plate some pasta tonight. So here's our finished product. This is just one of many ways you could plate these meatballs. We like to eat them with roasted vegetables and rice, quinoa, and in this case we're having some with some linguine and sauce, a little bit of roasted asparagus. These meatballs are super moist and they reheat really well because those oats hold the moisture from the turkey. Hope you guys enjoy.